Ciao, I'm Marco Mazzoni and I am an illustrator from Italy specialized in portraits with colored pencils. My work has been exhibited in museum and art galleries in Italy, France, Spain, Canada, USA and Denmark. Recently, I discovered my passion for illustrated books too. My latest work, Pulgarcita, has been published in 5 countries thanks to Albin Michel Publishing House. As a child, my father was the director of a paper mill and I spent all my time coloring and drawing on scrap of paper with colored pencils. Since then, pencils have been my life and my job. Colored pencils have been underestimated by classical techniques like oil or acrylic. That's why I spend all of my time in the museum in Milan to understand how Caravaggio with his chiaroscuro creates something very dark, and I try to reproduce the same with my colored pencils. In this Mastica course, you will learn how to draw a creative portrait with the chiaroscuro technique using only colored pencils. To do that, I will start talking about myself and how I can study the chiaroscuro technique with colored pencils. In addition, I'm going to show you which are the artists that influences my work. I will talk you about the importance of sketching and I will show you how to plan a portrait across the concept and the choice of elements. Then I will explain you how to structure a drawing with chiaroscuro through the balance on shadows and light. After that, I will show you how the choice of a base color combined with black is useful for the result of the final drawing. Also, I will describe the importance of the heightened circle, how the color can be minimized in a palette, and how to use the color depending on the subject and the concept you want to convey. Finally, I will give you some tips to be more faster and more direct in creating the perfect illustration. At the end of this course, you will have created a portrait with chiaroscuro technique and only with colored pencils. All you need is colored pencil and paper. Turn your most simple pencil into the perfect tool to create amazing chiaroscuro drawings.